88.1 XFM, Tonga Music Station. Also, another episode of Mike Time with Marty, home edition. I've got a professional wrestler here who has 43.9 thousand followers on TikTok. Say hello to Jack Kruger.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? What's happening? What's popping?
What's crack-a-lacking?
Exactly. What's crack-a-lacking with your boy, Jack?
Did I get your last name right?
Yes. Kruger, a lot like Freddie, but spelled a little bit different.
Yes. Okay, well, first of all, pro wrestling. How did you get into that?
Man, I have been a fan of pro wrestling since I was like 6 years old. So I've been a fan for about 20 years. And I've always wanted to do it ever since I was a little kid. And all of a sudden I saw an ad on Facebook one day about a pro wrestling show that was about 10, 20 miles from me. And I'm like, you know what, I'll go. So me and my best friend, my roommate, we went, and the owner of it, former WWE superstar Nick Eugene Dinsmore, he was there. He was running the counter, everything like that. And every show I went to for about 2 years, he was like, when are you going to sign up, man? I got body slams and elbow drops for you. And one night, my roommate and I had a few adult beverages. And we're like, hey, let's sign up for this camp. Sign up for this camp. And we've been wrestling for about 3 years now.
Wow.
And exactly. Like it was basically like, hey, man, it's either now or never we're going to do this. And now we're veterans in our locker room. We've been, myself, I am a 2-time tag team champion, 1-time world heavyweight champion for Midwest All Pro Wrestling out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And yeah, dude, I'm loving every second of it.
That is crazy. I also saw a picture on your Instagram with you with Billy Gunn.
Yeah, we brought in Billy Gunn for Supermania 2. He came in, he did a seminar, and he was the main event of the show. I was semi-main in a triple threat tag team match for the Midwest All Pro Tag Team Championship. So I can say I co-main evented a show with Billy Gunn.
Wow, that's crazy. That's out of this world. What other the WWE superstars have you met?
Through doing the wrestling, I have met the Boogeyman. He has thrown worms at me. Chris Masters, Arya and Sean Davari, Mr. Kennedy, X-Pac, Billy Gunn, Tommy Dreamer, and there's probably more. Like I'm so fortunate and lucky to share a locker room and a stage with a lot of my heroes growing up.
Yeah. You've met the Boogeyman. What was that like?
I met him. I will say I met him before I started wrestling, but he has this presence that's just kind of, it stops you in your place. And he threw worms at me and my roommate, my tag team partner. Like, we kind of left the show, and afterwards we're driving back home, and I look at him like, the Boogeyman just throw worms at us before feeding them to somebody else? Like, this is nuts. What world are we living in?
Okay, if you could meet any WWE superstar, past or present, who would it be and why?
Honestly, it kind of leads into a lot of the stuff I do on TikTok. But I would love to meet Bray Wyatt.
Yep.
I'm very good at transitions, so.
I think if I was to pick, it would have to be the legend, The Undertaker.
Oh, Taker would be great. He might say something to you like, I've been digging holes and snatching souls. But yeah, Taker would be great to meet. It's Undertaker and Macho Man for me.
Did he just talk like Taker? Am I saying things?
Yeah, I did. I like doing impressions, man. I love doing it. So I have a little bit of a Taker. Like, if I want to go a little balance, soft balance, it doesn't matter. Macho Man Randy Savage. The cream always rises to the top. Oh yeah, dig it.
I'm sorry, but can you please do rest in peace?
And you will rest in peace.
Whew. Got shivers.
I've never really done that impression before. So that's a first. This is a first just for you.
Yes. Victory. So, obviously, you look like Bray Wyatt. Is that deliberate?
Honestly, it just like I started shaving my head sophomore year of high school, and the stuff never really came back. So I grew out my beard because I thought it looked cool. And then all of a sudden, people are like, "Hey, you kind of look like Bray Wyatt. You look like a dollar store Braun Strowman." I'm like, "All right, well, Bray Wyatt's always kind of been my favorite. My wrestling gimmick, DJ JK, one half a top-notch entertainment of the world. Mm-hmm. My finisher is called the Record Scratch, which is literally the Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
So I take a lot of my inspiration from Bray Wyatt. So this just kind of helps. And it just so happens that one day someone's like, "Oh, you look like Bray Wyatt." And I did, and you know where to find me, brother. All you have to do is follow the buzzards. Run. And the ball's been kind of rolling from there. As I'm wearing my Orange Cassidy t-shirt as well. Go to the AEW.
Of course.
Yes, you got the shades, man. It matches.
You gotta have the shades. So, would you ever think that you would be where you are today?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I downloaded TikTok a while back, and I was just watching videos. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll post some things and post some stuff that I thought would be funny, and it kind of picked up some traction here and there. But the video that I will say kind of put me on the the map, quote unquote, was I woke up one morning to go to work, and I was running late, and it was about this might. I'm in the United States. I'm going Fahrenheit, unlike the rest of the world. It was about -20 degrees Fahrenheit. And I went to go start my truck to get ready for work. And my door handle pulled off my truck because it was frozen.
Oh.
And I looked to my left, and what looked like footprints were walking up to my bedroom window. I'm like, okay, what the hell? I'm being a little PG here. What the hell's going on? And there what looked like footprints. So I recorded it and I made a TikTok video, and it has over 1 million views on TikTok. People are saying it's a bunch of creepy I don't want to say the name of these creatures because that would kind of invite them into my world. I don't want that.
No.
But people think it was a skinwalker. So I don't want to invoke that energy any more than I have to. But that kind of got me some looks, and then I made a video that was basically Disney quotes, but add "you piece of shit" at the end.
I did. I stitched that video.
You did?
I did. Stitch.
Ohana means family. And
family
means... honestly, there were so many. I tried to watch every one that I could, but there was just so many I couldn't keep up with it. But I did that, and someone was like, "You kind of sound like Crowley from Supernatural." So I'm like, okay, I'm a big fan of that show. Big props to my ex-girlfriend for getting me into the show. And I'm like, maybe I did. Cause I did Scar from The Lion King. I killed Mufasa, you piece of shit. And you kind of sound like Crowley. So I'm like, well, let's see if I can do some Crowley voice. Hello, boys. You betrayed me. No one in the history of torture has been tortured with torture like the torture you'll be tortured with. And that started holy crap, this guy said, this is the South Dakota Crowley. That's what I go by. And then I started going into more of the wrestling impressions, the Bray Wyatt. So I go by Jay Wyatt. Jack Jay Wyatt. So yeah, I'm kind of dipping my hands in everything I can when it comes to what I'm doing.
So do you think in the future that you could be on the main roster, like Raw, SmackDown?
That would be absolutely insane. I would love to do that. You know, any company, you know, Impact, ROH,
AEW,
AEW, WWE, anything like that. Like, I would love to.
Okay.
And like I have worked with some people who have been seen on AEW Dark, stuff like that, and I'm like, you know, give me more time. That could be me. Like I started doing this just because I thought it'd be fun. Like it's something I've always wanted to do. If I never make it out of Sioux Falls, you know, so be it. You know, I'm living my childhood dream. But if it can get me farther than where I'm at now, then I'll keep grinding and keep trying to do it.
Totally. Okay, so if you were signed to WWE, who would you want your first match to be with and why?
First match to be with, honestly, like there's so many great people in the WWE that I would love to, you know, stand off with. But going like from what I would love to just square off with like Kofi Kingston, honestly, because I've watched him since he like debuted. Like since I was like, oh, you know, he was always one of my favorites. Like back when he had that Jamaican accent, everything like that. I loved him.
Yeah.
I would love to see with that, you know, varying styles, because he is all over the place, and I'm very rudimentary, very basic of like, you know, grab a hold, you know, well, give me A, B, and C, I can do that. Like otherwise we'll just call it out there. Like as long as I know the finish, we're good, brother.
Okay, so what about managers? So if you could pick a manager, who would it be?
Oh, honestly, it would have to be, even though, you know, she just made her return to WWE, Zelina Vega. I've always enjoyed her and what she did with Andrade back in the day. Now seeing Andrade doing his own stuff in AEW, now her just making a return to WWE, she would be a great manager. Otherwise, you can never go wrong with Paul Heyman.
Oh, yes. Paul Heyman. Gone from Brock Lesnar to Roman Reigns.
Exactly. He had the Cesaro, the Curtis Axel in the mix there. The face and voice of ECW. Like, you can never go wrong with Paul Heyman.
CM Punk.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Same question. If you had a tag team partner.
See, I could try to choose a tag team partner from the WWE, everything like that. But if I have to choose, I'm choosing my current tag team partner.
Yeah.
Easy C and DJ JK, top-notch entertainment of the world. I've worked with the guy. I live with the guy. I started with him. Like, I'm not choosing a tag team partner if it ain't him. Like, I'm the flamboyant person. He's the great worker. He's the high flyer. I'm the big man. Like, I can't choose a tag partner better than him.
Okay, so what is your guys' finisher when it's you two?
We called it the album drop, but in all actuality, it's the 3D. We take a lot of inspiration from Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley.
Yeah.
Like, we do the 3D. Like, I'll pump that sucker up and Cole take him down for the finish. That's one is tag team gold. That's one is singles gold. Like, you can never go wrong with the 3D, aka the album drop.
Can't go wrong. So I saw a video of you on your TikTok of someone asking you if you've ever had a serious injury. So has there been any, well, not serious, but any injuries?
The only injuries that I've sustained was when I started training, because I went from a very inactive lifestyle to a lot of activity, you know, cardio, everything like that. and we were doing rolls, and on a front roll, which is basically a somersault, I severely pulled my abdominal muscles.
Oh.
I never used them. So I'm like, I feel myself hurt, and I get out, I get a drink of water, and I hear this scream, and I look. My tag partner, my roommate, he tore his abdominal muscles, and we spent the night in the ER. So great. Well, this is what's going on. So we had to sit out for like a month and watch people train, and we've been wrestling ever since. The only other injury I've ever like fully sustained was someone basically jumped on top of me and gave me a splash, and it elbowed me in the mouth, and I bit about 8 holes in my cheek from my teeth. And I held my mouth, I walked out, grabbed my water, walked to the bathroom, took a swig, switched it around, spit out blood, and packed toilet paper into my mouth and said, let's run the drill again.
Do it again. It happens. Okay. So how was the transition from wrestling, even though you still do it, to now social media? Like, was there a bit of a difference?
Honestly, like, not really, because when it comes down to it, it's a lot of just acting. Like I did theater and stuff when I was in high school, and I always loved just getting in front of people doing talent shows. Like I'm kind of an attention whore, so wrestling just kind of followed it. Like I get in front of people. I love being the good guy, being the baby face, making people like cheer for me. I love it. And if I'm a heel, I can make people hate me. So when I get on the internet and I just talk about things that I love or things that I hate, and people are like, hey, I agree with you, or you're an idiot, shut up. Like I enjoy it either way. Like I posted a video not even 2-3 hours ago of a video I saw on TikTok from Discovery Channel about a great white shark. And I stitched it, and I'm like, hey, I firmly believe I'm alive today because of the lessons that I learned from the movie Jaws. I don't go in the water. Like, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Look at great white sharks. Look at, killer whales, everything like that. Like, we're a bath toy compared to them. I'll stay at home. No shark is going to get me in my room. I don't go in the water, man. I learned my lesson from Jaws.
Fair enough. I don't go in the water either, so this boy don't float.
I do. Like fat floats, and I have a lot of that. So I will float, but I will stay out of the water. It's very easy because I'm landlocked, dude. I'm in South Dakota in the United States. Yeah. Most people think we still ride buffalo and live in teepees. Like, that's how it is here.
Yeah.
You're in New Zealand, bro. You're an island. You're surrounded by water if you think about it. It will take me about a 7 to 8 hour drive to get to a very big fucking lake. It'll take me 24 hours to get to the coast in Los Angeles.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I can drive for 7 hours and still be in the same state.
Takes us about half an hour to get to the local beach.
There you go.
There's pros and cons.
Think of it. For, however wide your reach. Listen, like a lot of people, when it comes to, they think of the U.S., think of Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's in my state. But it's still 6 hours away from me. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a 6 hour straight drive. And it is boring as all heck.
So you and your tag team partner, are you guys classified as heels or faces?
We are classified as baby faces, but I'm pretty sure my partner would rather be a heel because he's out there to get work done, and I love attention. Like I love shaking hands and kissing babies. Whatever we have to. I know we just getting through COVID, so there ain't a lot of that, but I love hearing the crowd cheer our names.
So with COVID, how did the wrestling industry where you are deal with that?
we shut down for a good while. Like it really sucked. But I remember the first show we did back, we had to wear masks up until we got in the ring. There was a few shows where we had to wear a mask while wrestling, and that was horrible.
I bet.
Like I couldn't breathe. I had to rip that thing down any chance I could. But honestly, here it wasn't as bad as other major hotspots around the US or even the world. We were able to get back to doing what we were doing within a good, 4 to 5 months. And in the time we were down, it was basically just keeping up on doing what we could to be in the best ring shape that we can.
Yes. So speaking of that, what do you have to do to stay in shape? Because I've seen guys like Braun Strowman having like 1,000 calories to eat, working out, especially like John Cena, like he's lifting up weights bigger than me. Like, how do you stay in shape for that?
I honestly, I will say I'm not in shape. Like I am literally like, if you want to classify a shape, I'm a circle, dude. I am round. I'm a big dude. I'm not in shape.
You're fluffy.
But a lot of it, like I get winded very easily. Like I don't have a fight or flight method. It's either fight or fight winded.
Yeah.
So for training wise, it's a lot of squats and a lot of repetition of doing stuff. Run the ropes with a roll in between, getting very dizzy. But yeah, a lot of squats are a main key to what I did for a lot of training. But it's just a lot of repetition and trying to keep the same stuff in and out of the ring, and trying to eat healthy too, which kind of laxed on the last year because being stuck in my house for the better part of a year.
Yeah, true. Okay, so I'm just going to shot fire some nicknames of some wrestlers, and we'll see how well you do. This isn't the game.
Okay.
I just want to see how good you can do.
Okay.
It. All right. The Beast from the East.
Beast from the East. Does it sound like Shinsuke Nakamura to me?
Do you want to guess again?
I'm probably going to be wrong. I feel bad. I should know this, but I am probably wrong. What is it?
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Dang. I literally have a couple people that come to shows and they call me Bam Bam because I take my hat off. I kind of look like it with the beard and the shaved head.
Yeah.
Give me some flames on my head and we'll be good.
Okay.
Damn, I am not starting off good with these nicknames.
It's all right. All right. We'll start off. We'll do an easy one. The Scottish Psychopath.
Scottish Psychopath. Obviously, we got to go with Drew Galloway / McIntyre.
Yes. Okay. Let's go. The Animal.
The Animal, Batista.
Yes, but there's also another wrestler who has the Animal in his name.
See, my mind always just goes to Batista.
So does mine.
I'm gonna feel like garbage when you tell me who it is. Yeah, who is it?
George Steele.
Oh, George the Animal Steele.
Yes. The legend.
Oh, yes. Dang
it. All right, next one. The Bizarre One.
The Bizarre One. See, when I think of bizarre wrestlers, I immediately think of Kazarni.
Well, this isn't it.
Sin Bodhi.
No, this guy has two names. I'm trying to give you a hint. All the hints I can think is his last name. His last name is very iconic.
See, that's my thing. I think of Bizarre, and I think of Sideshow Freak Carney. I think of Kazarni, former WWE superstar Kazarni, Sin Bodhi, who I've worked with a few times at Midwest All Pro shows, and he's Sideshow Freak doing his, everything like that, and that's the only one I can think of because he's Crazy. I love him.
Okay. One of the things he does is he goes like kind of pretends to.
He does what? One more time.
Kind of like pretends to bite at them.
Ooh. Oh, dang. Man, I am not doing good on this right now.
Okay. Goldust / Dustin Rhodes.
Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Okay.
As soon as you said it, now it clicks, of course.
The Punjabi Playboy.
Great Khali.
Yes. Okay.
I will say, I really enjoyed the first Punjabi prison match with him and Dave Bautista.
Yes. And then the one with Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton when he made his big return.
Yep. I know. I want to say Unforgiven 06 was the first one, but I'm probably wrong. But either way, like the Punjabi prison match was a lot of fun to watch.
Okay. The greatest intercontinental champion of all time.
Oh, Chris Jericho.
No,
it's Chris Jericho.
Okay, it's Chris Jericho.
9-time Intercontinental Champion. Like Les Champion, greatest of all time. He's the GOAT, man.
Do you want to guess again?
No, because I'm right.
Okay, sure. Honky Tonk Man.
I met the Honky Tonk Man. He is great, but greatest Intercontinental Champion. It's Jericho. I might get some flack for that, but I don't
care. All right, last time.
He does have a hell of a singing voice, though. I've heard it.
Oh, he does. He does. Okay. Sexual chocolate.
Oh. Okay, so I like to give myself some nicknames and whatnot. So there were some times where I called myself Sexual White Chocolate. So shaved head, beard, it's Mark Henry. You gotta love sexual. So yeah, I called myself Sexual White Chocolate a couple times.
Sexual white chocolate. Okay. All right, and hopefully this is an easy one. Let's go. Okay, the instrument of change.
The instrument of change.
Or the best in the world. That should be a hint.
Well, best in the world, obviously, my first thought, Chris Jericho, because he's the GOAT. But I would say CM Punk over anything. But then my mind also leans to like Seth Rollins of some of the stuff that he's been doing recently.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say CM Punk because either way.
Okay. It's Shane McMahon.
Nah, he just jumps off his stuff.
Yeah, he just jumps off his stuff.
I mean, you can call him whatever you want, but he's the guy that got his testicles shocked by Kane.
And then what about AJ Styles when he slipped on to the top rope and they were all bouncing up and down?
I actually met him in 2008. It was after I graduated my 8th grade year of high school. And I met him in Brookings, South Dakota. I met him and Jeff Jarrett at a TNA event.
What?
Yep. I have a picture with them somewhere around my house. But who was sitting at the merch table during Jeff Jarrett versus Kurt Angle? It was Road Dogg. Road Dogg was sitting at a merch table.
Oh my!
And I went up and talked to him for a little bit because he was sitting there watching the match. So that was nuts.
The only wrestler that I've met is my dad. My dad used to wrestle for New Zealand. And the Bushwhackers actually taught him.
That is awesome. So yeah, I get that is great. Oh my God, that is dope. But yeah, as a lot of people, some people might know him, some may not, depending on how old they are. But yeah, I am trained by Eugene.
Yeah.
Former WWE superstar and NXT coach Nick Dinsmore.
Mm-hmm.
Literally one of the trained Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, John Cena, Braun Strowman, Batista. Basically, name him. He's trained him.
Okay.
He was thanked by Beth Phoenix in her Hall of Fame speech.
Exactly.
And I helped this guy move. Like, he's just a friend.
He's just a friend.
And yet, little inside fact, my girlfriend is a huge wrestling fan.
Okay, so speaking of my father. Kia ora, brother. How are we?
Hello.
Hi. So, top of the morning to you. So
it's like 3 a.m. here, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Top of the morning.
It's about bedtime for me.
Yeah. Rather short, rather sweet. It was a lot of fun. Learned a lot. Got taught quite a bit. Felt quite a bit of pain here and there. Muscles I never thought I ever had.
Oh, I feel that.
Oh, yeah. What about bushwhackers? Oh. They were quite characters, both of them. Luke and Butch were very, very funny men. But when it came to in-ring and being professional, you couldn't hold nothing above them. They expected perfection. They expected you to know what you were doing in that ring at all times. And stick. Don't never break kayfabe.
Exactly.
Like, or you were in the shit up to here.
Like their gimmick, like it's amazing, and they stick with it. Just like I'm trained by Eugene.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Eugene's my trainer. And like, if anyone knows about not breaking kayfabe, he met English royalty and made William Regal blush because he just stayed in character.
Yep, all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
He can go from Nick to Eugene in a snap.
0.5 seconds.
Exactly.
They literally could show you how to entertain just by changing their look, taking out those front teeth. You know, it's like game.
Yes.
That's it. That is exactly it.
That is great.
Oh, look, I'm going to let you carry on with your interview. Have a good morning. Best of luck to you.
That was the best run-in ever.
Here we go. I wasn't expecting that.
That was great, man.
Okay, so talking about your impressions now. How? Yeah, just after meeting my father. How did you come up with new ones? Because I do voice impressions as well, and I know how hard it is. So, how do you do it?
How did I come up with what now?
How do you come up with like knowing that you're able to do the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Crowley?
I just kind of did it, like, and as soon as I got the confirmation, like, oh, that was good, I'll just lean into it.
Why not?
Like, you know, all you have to do to find me, brother, is follow the buses. And it's like, oh, you know, that worked. Or, you know, hello, boys. Hello, Moose. Where's Square? Anything like that. Like, it just kind of worked. Like, I try to do a New Zealand impression, but I'm probably going to get showed up. It'll probably sound horrible. Because the only thing I can think of, because I'm a huge fan of Flight of the Conchords. And it's like, you know, it was the episode with Aziz Ansari as a racist fruit dealer. It was like, oh, man, you Australians. He's like, no, we're New Zealand. Like, you know, the difference is that they're like, where's the car? And we're like, where's the car?
Yeah.
You know, shit like, you know, stuff like that. Like, makes me laugh hysterically because I have a buddy of mine. His name is Tanner Rook. He's going to be on season 2 of The Wilds for Amazon Prime. And he's in Australia right now. So trying to set up times to talk with you was trying to set up times to talk with him because I'm going to work. He's going to bed. Stuff like that. So that's what I was kind of versed in trying to set this stuff up.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I got all these accents and whatnot. Australian, and I'm like, yeah, but Australia's a lot different than New Zealand, man. Don't disrespect these New Zealanders, bro.
Well, some of the ones I do is like Russian, Indian, and stuff like that. And I also do stand-up comedy. And when people hear it, they're like, that's really good, but that's also really racist at the same time.
Dude, just found this dude on TikTok. He tagged myself, this dude, our buddy, Y2LJ, and then Stone Cold Steve Kyle.
Mhm.
Beard God. And he's from England and does a spot on Hulk Hogan. And I stitched his video so you can find it on my TikTok. But like, Kyle messaged me and goes, dude, he's British, but he sounds like Hogan. This is amazing. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to do some stuff with that. And now we have like this dude who's doing the Undertaker, right? Everything like that. Like our little going back and forth, just Stone Cold Steve Kyle and I turned into a bit of a big thing.
All I can do is Orange Cassidy with these freaking sunglasses.
Dude, work the gimmick if that's all you need. Get yourself a denim jacket, keep the glasses on, don't say anything, and just shrug. It'll work. You'll get over it, kid.
So how do you react when people try and do your impressions? Because like when I first saw The Fiend, I was always like, let me in, and stuff like that. Let me in. Here we like, how do you react when someone either does it better than you or worse?
If I will say, if someone's impression is the shits, I'll tell them it's the shits. Like I saw Macho Man recently, that wasn't the best, but props for trying. Like good on you for doing it. Yeah. Better to try and fail than not try at all. And if someone does it better than me, like bravo, like that's great.
Well, speaking of impressions, Jack, would you like to play a game?
I'm not Jigsaw, but would you like to play a game?
Oh
let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to do an impression. You have to tell me who it is before you can try and do it yourself.
Okay.
Okay. First one. Hey, Brian, do you want some coffee?
Oh, yes, Stewie Griffin. Yes. Some cool whip. Let's do it. Not my best, but we can do it. Yep. All right. I dig it.
I actually did that one for a comedy show, and someone was like, "Oh, my daughter loves Stewie Griffin," and she was like, "Can you say like yes, how are you?" I'm like, "Yes, how are you?" And she's like, "Ah!" She's screaming her head off. I'm like, "Okay."
I actually had a friend of mine on TikTok message me saying, "Hey, could Crowley tell my daughter, hello or good night, stuff like that?" And I did, and I got a good response. Like I love making people's days with the voices I can do.
Yeah. Okay, next one. We're gonna be the one. It's gonna be amazing. Milani's looking forward to it.
A lot of people say that the impressions you can do is good, but I do the best, most luxurious impression possible. It's fine. It's great. It's wonderful. I was in Home Alone 2, direct Kevin to the hotel desk. It was great. Well, Donald Trump, I can do that.
Okay. Let's try. Homie, ringing those tones again.
I'm not even going to try on that. On that little Marge Simpson. That was good. That was really good. I will say I smoked away about my good upper registry, so I can't do those anymore. Kids don't smoke. It's bad for you.
No, please don't. Okay, let's try. Well, I'm talking to Jack Kruger, who's an amazing wrestler. I want to see if he can do his impression.
Well, my fellow Americans, if I'm going to do an impression, no, it'll be one of the presidents of the United States that was elected in 2008 when I was in 8th grade.
I'm out of the job.
Little Barack. Do a little bit of that. But I was like kind of teetering. I'm like, oh, is he doing that? Or is he doing like, I did not inhale. Bill Clinton, it's fine. I can play the saxophone.
Yeah. Oh,
if you want to really go crazy about it, we can stop. We can go strategery. Talk to President of the United States, George W. Bush. Watched a lot of Frank Caliendo when I was a kid, bro. I get it.
I loved it when I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I did not have, but I got to throw in the DX with that too, the Shawn Michaels. I did not have sexual relations with that. I did not sleep with that young intern. As a matter of fact, I was up all night. The Shawn Michaels aspect of that, man.
Oh, this is bringing back memories.
Yes.
Okay, plot twist. So, I am going to give you a scenario and also a character that you can impersonate, and you just got to act it out.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. Of course, Bray Wyatt is at a movie theater, and he orders some popcorn, but it's not buttery enough.
Just so you know, I have literally spent 10 years working at movie theaters. Yeah. Think about that. I'm 26, dude. I started in theaters when I was 16.
Oh my God.
I know that. I know these reactions. So I gotta think about Bray Wyatt doing it. All right. He's got the whole world in his hand. Hello, sir. I seem to have come up here and spent my hard-earned money to buy myself a large container of buttery popcorn. And it is as dry as it can be. So I strongly suggest that you take this and you give me that buttery goodness so you don't want to know what will happen next. And if you want to take care of that and I will leave you, you can bring it to me because you know where to find me. I'm in seat J7 watching Black Widow.
Wow.
Gotta keep it relevant. Black Widow just came out, man.
Black Widow just came out, and I could feel my body just decomposing after you stared directly at my face.
If you can't butter my popcorn, there's only one option for you. Run.
Woo! Okay, let's go. Crowley is a barista, and the barista makes his coffee wrong.
All right. I specifically told you I wanted a white double shot mocha with no foam. I take this lid off. What do I see here? All nothing but foam. You better fix it, or else you don't want to see what happens when you mess with the king of hell.
And the Oscar goes to.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Last one. Let's go. Okay, Stewie Griffin. Why not?
All right, we'll try it.
All right. So Stewie is at the dinner table, and let's go. Everyone's passing around all the food, but they miss him. All he gets is asparagus, and he hates it.
What the deuce? If I wanted asparagus, I'd ask for it. Now I wanted a piece of apple pie with some whip. That's all I wanted. That's all I got for that.
You blind want some whip.
I really hope we get loud doing Crowley to wake up my roommate because he's like, about 2 doors away from me. Our bathroom in our house is connected, so I can walk into my bathroom from my room, And if I open the other door, it's his room.
Oh,
So I hope I didn't wake him up. Because if I'm not mistaken, he's got to be up in about an hour and a half to go to work. Because it's 3:45 a.m. But who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? Okay, Jack, do you mind if we make a TikTok together?
I'd be down.
Oh, so have you seen any of my videos?
I have not. I've only seen stuff that you put on Instagram.
True. At least you saw that.
I went through, I got the message from you, you just slide into my DMs and happy to oblige. And I was looking through some of that and whatnot. I'm like, all right, this is some cool stuff, He's got cool hair. I don't. But no, I've not gotten the chance to check out your TikTok, which I will have to do, and we'll become friends on TikTok.
Awesome. Well, I have a little intro, and I want to see your reaction when I do it.
Okay.
All right. Hello, TikTok. It's your boy, or man-child. Anyway, so I'm currently on an interview with a pro wrestler who does Crowley, who does The Fiend, who does Bray Wyatt. You know who he is? Look at this. Camera. 3, 2.
Hey, what's happening? It's your boy. It's the DJ JK, one half of top-notch entertainment of the world, also known as Jay Wyatt on TikTok, also as South Dakota Crowley. Hello, boys. If you don't follow my boy right here, you better do it, or I'll find you.
So, can you finish this video off with a famous Fiend impression?
Ooh. All right, yeah. Let me know when. We'll do a little Fiend.
Let's go.
Not just old school cult leader Bray Wyatt, which is what I like to stick in. I'll do a little Fiend for you. A little Bray Wyatt.
Give me a
Let
second.
me know when.
I'll just put this in drafts. This is gonna be my own little. All right, we got 3, 2.
And remember, my fireflies, I will always light your way, and all you have to do is let me in. Bye.
Awesome. Wow. All right, that is staying in my phone.
There was one video I did where I took the Firefly Funhouse theme, and I have a sweater that's very similar to one that Bray Wyatt wore.
You do.
And I tied my beard off and I tucked it back to look more like Bray's, as Bray Wyatt in the Firefly Funhouse. And a lot of people thought that I just took a clip from the Firefly Funhouse. I'm like, no, that was me.
It's me.
I don't have dreads, but I can look like Bray. I've had a couple comments of people like, hey man, really good, Wyndham. I'm like, man, you're using shoot names, bro. Like, nah, I'm Jack. I'm not actually the Fiend, but if some like 8-year-old kid thinks I'm the Fiend, then fine, I am. Like, I ain't breaking kayfabe for that kid.
So, did you deliberately? Oh no, I've already asked that question. I was going to say, deliberately want to look like Bray Wyatt. So when it came to the sweater, the mask, I saw the lighter and it was huge. How do you? Oh, please tell me you've got it.
It's totally not holding up my phone right now. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. This thing is freaking huge.
It is.
I got it at Walmart for like $10.
I've always wanted to go to Walmart. We actually don't have one here. We call it the warehouse.
Oh, all right, yeah. Like, I got it for like $10, and I'm like, hey, this works well.
Yeah. And
I can hold it far enough away from me because, like, stuff like this, it's not gonna work.
No.
I can set it down and use my hands freely.
So, did you have to look at a photo of Bray Wyatt in the Fiend to get the exact attire?
I just had a Hawaiian shirt and a fedora. My junior year of high school, I did a Blues Brothers tribute. So I had the fedora. I bought a Hawaiian shirt because I'm like, this looks cool. And then one year I went to his for like a zombie walk. I did zombie Bray Wyatt and I combed out my beard and made it look all crazy. And everyone was like, oh, Bray, that looks cool. Never even tried to do an impression of it. And like I look like a Viking. So I have beard, shaved head, and it just kind of works. And then all of a sudden I found out I can do this impression and people like it. And all right, let's lean into it. Like, let's make people's day. Like, hey, can you tell so-and-so to let me in or to follow the buzzer? It's like, yeah, like it's 15 seconds out of my day. Let's do it.
Oh, gosh. Okay, Jack, I'm going to give you the floor. Promote yourself.
All right. Well, I am on most platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at that Jack Kruger, JackKruger. You find me a lot on there, primarily on TikTok. Otherwise, Top Notch Entertainment on Facebook. Find us on there for all future wrestling dates and where you can see me live and wrestle in person. MidwestAllPro.com. That's Midwest All Pro Wrestling. Also on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, everything like that. And yeah, come on, give us a like, a follow, everything like that. And come see what myself and the rest of the roster has to show. You know, this summer, July 24th, Biggs Bar in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Midwest All Pro Wrestling. We're bringing in Carlito. We're also going to have a triple threat steel cage match with Jason Strife, Brandon Nitro, and the Demon Hades. And also in August, we're bringing in JTG, One Half of Crime Time. So come see what we got going on. If you're able to come out to a Midwest All Pro show if you're in the South Dakota area. Otherwise, check us out on YouTube, Instagram, everything like that for everything that we're doing. And also make sure to follow my homie right here. Check out his TikTok, Instagram, any other page that he's got. Oh, why don't you plug yourself? Because I'm going to share this. So make sure my followers know where to find you at.
Okay. Whew.
I bet you weren't expecting that, man. Promote yourself.
Yeah, why not? So you can find me on TikTok at Martin_music2011. Also, same as Instagram. I podcast Mike Time with Marty is on YouTube. The link is in my bio. And also follow Pro Media, who have been helping me out with all these interviews and all the amazing stuff that's happening out on Instagram, official.promedia. So,
I mean, come on, listen to that accent. How do you not want to hear that every day in your ears, man? It's so soothing. I've been looking forward to this for like the last week. Like I was hanging out with buddies. I'm like, you guys talk boring. I'm going to talk to someone who can talk cool. And guess what? Now I'm here. So go listen to this dude every day that you can, man. All platforms, all outlets. Just do it because I said so. Not like to steal something from Stone Cold Steve Kyle. What? That's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. That's his thing. Do it because I said so. Go listen to my homie right here. Yeah. I'll build you up. I'll stroke your ego. I don't give a shit. You get me on your platform, I'll make sure to build you up, my guy. Bet you weren't expecting that now, were you?
No. Holy shit. Okay. Do you think, I'm going to ask this again because I absolutely love it, if you can finish this interview off with the Fiend saying subscribe to Mike Time with Marty and let me in.
Okay. All right. Let's
or Bray Wyatt.
Okay. All right. Well, everyone, boys and girls across the globe, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to like and subscribe to My Time with Marty. Otherwise, I will find you. And I will make your life worse than you can imagine. So save yourself the harm and trouble, and like and subscribe. Run.
Woo! All right, well, Jack, thank you so much for taking your time. Hopefully, when you become big, rich, and famous, we can do this again sometime.
Hey, man, I can do it. I'll do it like 7 days a week and twice on Sundays if you need me to, man. This is a lot of fun.
I might actually put you up to that. Every single match, I'm just going to say, Jack, interview time. Let's go.
I will do a little bit, man. The only difference, the time change is a little bit of a hard thing.
A little bit. Right
As I said, it is 3:55 a.m. here.
It's 8:55 at night here.
Yeah, that's nuts if you think about it.
I'm still buzzing.
Like now we're in the same day, but over 12 hours, over 12 hours apart.
Exactly. It's crazy.
Like at your current time, I will be half an hour away from getting off of work. Ain't that nuts?
It's crazy. I interviewed a guy from Las Vegas who was on America's Got Talent, and also he won Germany's Got Talent, and he did an act with his dog, and also a lady who does magic from Ireland who's also on TikTok. And the time differences, I'm like, I had to get up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and someone was like, "Oh, can you do one at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon for me?" That's like 3 o'clock in the morning for me. I'll still be snoring my ass off.
Hey, I made sure I went over and I played games and stuff with buddies and whatnot. I'm like, I got to do stuff to keep my mind activated. Otherwise, I'm going to pass out and miss this. I ain't going to do that. I made a commitment. I'm going to stick to it.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, dude. I'll gladly do it again, too. This is a lot of fun.
Again, I might put you up to that. Maybe I can get a few of your buddies, JTG.
If I could, I would. I toss it off. Otherwise, I got a bunch of dudes that I bet would love to be interviewed for Midwest All Pro. I can put you in touch with Stone Cold Steve Kyle, everything like that.
Yeah, totally. Give me the contacts and I'll do my magic.
Oh yeah, dude. Or I have your contacts, so I can pass it off if they want to do stuff.
Awesome. All right. Well, again, thank you so much, Jack. Have an awesome day, because it is day now.
Awesome day. I'm about to go to bed.
Yeah, it's actually so am I.
It's 4 a.m., man.
It's 9 at night.
Oh, at least we're on the same boat here.
Exactly. All right. Thanks so much, man.
Oh, no problem, man. This is a lot of fun. I hope to do it again sometime here soon.
Yes, totally. See you later.
Later.